Hey everyone, here's the Thanos from the Infinity Saga box set. The reason why I did this review separately from the Mark 85 is because I have so much to share with you guys about this figure. Let's start off with the weapon. This is definitely an upgrade from the previous version that we have gotten. We had 2 rounds of the older blade, one from the Armored Thanos BAF wave and the other one from the Best Of wave. But the new one is definitely so much better. Look at the amount of sculpt on it. The color is also good. You can see that it kind of have a slight metallic finish to it compared to the plastic grey of the previous version. The handle is also upgraded to the gold color handle, just like in the movie. But having said that, the one I got from ZD Toys is still better looking in my opinion. The gold definitely shines better and the amount of sculpt on it is just as great. There is also a shine to the silver and an extra black paint on this part over here. So I kind of prefer the ZD Toys version. But at the very least, the Hasbro version is not so bad compared to the previous one that we have gotten. Next is the gauntlet. The figure has the finger snapping hands, which does not have the infinity stones. You can see that there are grooves or holes over there where the stone should have been. And for the other one, it's in the shape of a fist and the infinity stones are all there. It looks kind of cheap actually because of the paintwork, because when you compare with the one that we got for Smart Hulk, this is so much better. Here's the Nanotech gauntlet with the infinity stones. And let's try to put on this one. There you go. It kind of fits, but slightly oversized. In this pose, it's not too obvious I feel, but if you were to put the hand down, you can see that this gauntlet is a bit more bigger. And of course, there is the other part of the gauntlet over here. So I'm just going to slot it in and put the fist over. And this is how it looks like. Not bad, I feel. Anyways, for your information, the original gauntlet can be removed there. And the forearm has the letter R embossed on it. So yeah, this one can be taken off. And if you were to put the Smart Hulk's gauntlet without this piece over here, it's gonna be a bit loose. Still possible, but yeah, look at that, it's loose. But I guess just standing there is not too obvious. Now, moving on to the head, it's really great that we have 4 different versions of the head. And this is definitely a new sculpt, the one that Thanos is fading away. I guess this is the best that they can do because like how are you gonna sculpt dust? But the other 3 heads are all reused from the previous versions. The first one over here is the smiling version, and this is from the very first Thanos BAF. This one. There. The second head is from the second Thanos from the 3-pack. A bit less purple eyeliner though. And the strips of lines on the chin is a bit more obvious on this new head. And the third head is from the Armoured BAF. Exactly the same, except for slight different color. You can see at the top, this is kind of gold-ish, but on the new head, it's kind of grayish. So the only head that this one is missing is the alternate head from the 3-pack, which came with this guy over here, the 3-pack version. All the heads are interchangeable with each other because they have the same ball pack for the head joint. So yeah, this Thanos is one figure that I can get rid of because yeah, I don't really need this anymore. I think most of us don't really need this because even the fisted gauntlet, you can swap around between these two instead. And the color on this is definitely way off. And just to show you guys that the 3-pack one is definitely better. Look at the detail, look at the printing on the gold part. It's really good. This one is plain. So yeah, let's get rid of this. So here are the 3 versions of Armored Thanos that I have. I do not have the figure art version, but that one is definitely slightly smaller than the Marvel Legends version. The ZD Toys has gold and blue, the new one has gold and grey, and the BAF Armored Thanos has gold and... is this also gold or bronze-ish? Yeah. So I feel the blue on the ZD Toys is slightly off because I don't recall seeing blue on Thanos' armor in the movie. But the gold on this figure is definitely really great, at least the one on the armor itself. It's really shiny gold in color. But unfortunately, it doesn't match up to the legs. The legs doesn't shine as much because it doesn't have the same paintwork or even the same plastic material. On top over here is slightly different. This cloth thingy over here at the bottom is also slightly different between these two. But other than that, the sculpt is really the same. The legs have the same sculpt. The arms are retools of each other. Same goes for the lower torso. The back, the new one is a retool of the previous one to get the battle damage effect. We'll get to that later on. Although the articulation on the ZD Toys is really bad, there are 2 good things about the figure, which is the weapon, which I mentioned earlier, and also that the head has a removable helmet. This would have been handy to recreate one of the scenes in the movie where he put the helmet on the blade. And if you're wondering, the helmet doesn't really fit the Hasbro version very well. From the front, kind of looks okay, right? But if you were to look at it from the side, you can see that it doesn't fit so well. There, not bad actually. But if you were to see it from the side, yeah, you see that. Of course, there's no issue about that on the ZD Toys. It fits it nicely. So as mentioned earlier, the retool of the chest piece to create the battle damage effect is as such. I'm kind of just okay with this. It doesn't really look that battle damage, and it's quite inconsistent that the damage is only at the top and no damage at the bottom at all. There is some damage on the arms and also at the back, at the belt area here and this part. The paintwork on this could have been a bit better. This really looks plastic grey. Same goes for the gold. He's also missing the shoulder piece over here, just like in the movies towards the end of the battle. And for my own piece, there is actually a paint defect over here. The grey is only painted on half of the foot. Yeah, when it was in the box, the leg was covered, so you can't see the leg. So yeah, that's too bad for me. That's the thing about Hasbro's QC, sometimes that happens. Articulation. Both these figures have the same articulation. The only difference is that now he has an ankle pivot. Whereas for the previous version, he does not have that. There it is one solid piece. There isn't ankle pivot on the BAF version. So yeah, that's it. So the rest of the articulation is the same. The arms go up this high. There is no bicep swivel. There is a swivel for the forearm. It bends up this much and this much. This fist actually hinges up and down instead of left and right. Ab crunch forward and back. Leg split. Legs kicking to the front. Double hinge knee joint, can bend this much. And yeah, there is a thigh swivel as well. And the ankle hinges up and down, and also ankle pivot like I mentioned earlier. Next, if you're thinking about swapping the arms, I don't think you can do it easily because for the BAF, the hands actually comes off easily. But for the new Thanos, it doesn't. There's no way I can pull this out. Yeah, I'll have to hit and pop it or something, then it will come out. I would rather not try to force it though. Same goes if you are thinking just about for the elbow. I can't pull this out either. I've tried it just now. There's no way this is coming out without hitting it and popping it out. So yeah, and anyways, you can't really mix and match to make the arms match up because the color of the armor is also different. So I guess one thing that we have not gotten for Marvel Legends Armored Thanos is that we haven't gotten him in his full armor without the gauntlet. So that's about it. If you have any questions about the figure, you can type it in the comments below and I'll check it out if I can. Overall, it's quite a decent figure and it fits in well with the Marvel Legends Endgame figures that we got because it is kind of movie accurate. It is also great that it comes with the alternate head and also that the weapon is definitely an upgrade in terms of paintwork and also sculpt. But if you're wondering which version of Armored Thanos you want to get, I guess that depends on which version you want. Whether you want a battle damage version or the one that is not battle damage, which is the BAF version. Thanks for watching. Do check out my other videos on comparing between bootleg and authentic Marvel Legends. And I really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in the next video.